from Prime Minister's Office, Government of Bangladesh, presenting on Bangladesh e-government initiatives. Elahi is Information Technology Manager at the Access to Information Program of the Prime Minister's Office, Bangladesh, and Chief Solution Architect for e-governance solutions. Some major works done within the government so far under his leadership include the Land Information and Service Framework, the Office Information and Service Framework, and the National Portal Framework. He is also actively guiding national payment system architecture design initiatives in Bangladesh. Elahi is a computer science graduate with his post-graduation in business administration, and he is also certified information system auditors. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you for the introduction, which is actually IM++. Distinguished guests, experts from different agencies, and ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. This is actually my honor, and the Bangladesh team is very much honored, and this is my privilege for being the speaker and for having the chance to represent my country here. But I'm a little bit worried now because of what the old time. I'm not sure whether I will start sleeping here or you will start sleeping here. But I will try my level best to limit my speech, and I will try my level best to limit my delivery, and I will try my level best to transform my delivery in such a way that will help you to transform your sleeping in some other alternative modality. Let's start. Bangladesh, definitely geographically a small country with 20 million plus population, started its independent journey from 1971. It has a long history. Better not to hear this history from my irritating, voice. Better to look at a small video to understand the small history, to realize why we are here, why we are planning such enterprise architecture, why digital Bangladesh, why some other words we are right now hearing from Bangladesh in different medias. That will be better, I think. And before starting that history understanding, let us know some small words that we have been declaring in some other medias worldwide, which is called Digital Bangladesh Vision 2021. The present government of Bangladesh, Awami League, led by our present Honorable Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, set one visionary goal in 2008, which is called Vision 2021, aiming at eliminating completely the poverty from our country by 2021. And that's why we are aiming at that we will be middle-income country by this period of time. And the ICT is considered as the main enablers to reach the goal. And that's why we have started tracking our changes, and the changing track is completely with the consideration of our long history. So, prior to start this history understanding, let us have a look on the video to understand the Bangladesh first.
From the Himalayas to the Bay of Bengal, in between is Bangladesh, covering 147,000 square kilometers, 16 crore people struggling over the last 39 years for a dignified existence. The ultimate goal? Digital Bangladesh. August 14th, 1947. East Bengal separated from India with the aspiration of holding its head high. That dream received a blow in 1948. Then language movement in 1952, and Bengalis won the 1970 election, then deceit. Fortunately, a capable leader emerged and 7 crore people stood behind him.
এবারে সংগ্রাম আমাদের মুক্তির সংগ্রাম এবারে সংগ্রাম স্বাধীনতার সংগ্রাম
Through the sacrifice of 30 lakh lives, Bangladesh was born. But within 4 years of its journey, the newborn country lost its creator. The journey continued, but at times tainted with tyranny and oppression. Finally, in 2008, the nation received a progressive direction.
2021 সালের মধ্যে ডিজিটাল বাংলাদেশ গড়ে তোলা হবে।
I think my presentation is finished. If you allow, I can go. Because I started this presentation and completely the presentation is embedded in this video. However, if I have more time, I can continue. This change tracker, what I have just said, is that if I start this starting point from 2008, the poverty that was 40%, now in 2016 closing, it has been reduced 23%. And gradually, the other indicators, including wireless coverage, internet coverage, and there's a problem with my vision, so I can't clearly see this one. That's why I'm looking back actually. Don't mind. And access points, along with our policy activities, those all have been already improved. If you look at the policy issues, then you will easily see that the ICT activity, which is directly connected to enterprise architecture issue as well. That is the policy in closing 2008. This was, we had only dysfunctional ICT policy, nothing else more. But right now, as of closing 2016, we have almost everything, including open government data and some updated broadband policy as well. Right now, at the root level of the geographical constituency, our broadband connectivity has already reached. That's why the current infrastructure has completely been reached, and it has developed in such a way that The Prime Minister herself can communicate to the remote level people throughout the video conference system. And thus, the total infrastructure system of Bangladesh is right now in such a position that the communication mechanism is supporting the total enterprise architecture system, and right now we are in a position to say that we are in a suitable moment to declare a central enterprise architecture for as a whole government. But we are moving forward gradually. We have actually split out the total solution in several slides because of the implementation strategy, because of the socio-economic status of this country, and basically to respect the socio-economic status of our people. Commitment and the digital Bangladesh towards 2021. Right now, our government is citizen-centric, but our destination is we want to be citizen-driven. To reach the destination, ICT should be the enabler, what I said, and the current government is completely motivated, is completely convinced to develop all types of enablers and to invest in relevant areas to develop a complete ecosystem so that the commitment can be reached to develop the total ecosystem to enable the country to form the citizen-driven government in Bangladesh. And if you kindly look at the commitment, then it is easily understandable that decentralization of power, people's participation, good governance, establishing rule of law, democracy, and effective parliament, society free of corruption, empowerment, equal rights for women, economic development and initiative. These are the commitments, and enabling ICT, enabling the environment by the ICT enablers can easily help to reach the destination to form citizen-driven society in Bangladesh. And this ecosystem can be reached with the enterprise architecture by means of some technology solutions. This is the understanding. And that's why government is taking step-by-step different types of projects and programs to implement such initiatives in Bangladesh. This goal, to reach the goal, the thinking forward of the government include, this is always actually, increase service efficiency, and as we're a democratic country, government is always thinking of encouraging entrepreneurship. We are always encouraging private sectors. We have our strong private-public partnership inside this country. And as we are planning for being a middle-income country by 2021, so increasing our national revenue is also our motto, and government is continuously trying to do that. And creation of jobs, as unemployment is one of the major problems in our country, and gradually we are overcoming. So government is always trying to creating different types of job sectors, and IT is also helping that. And structured IT mechanism is definitely supplementing in this regard. And cost reduction is definitely, and even in information technology, we are always frugal. That's why in information technology architecture development, we are also in frugal paradigm, so that unnecessary costing is always avoided. Economic growth, better decision making, we are going to be data driven gradually. We are producing data in such a way that data can be reused and government can take decision with the use of data. And finally, innovation is one of the major components. We want to see that all of our government officers, all of our citizens are innovators, and we are trying to involve all the government officers, all the people, all the persons to take their decision to help the government. This is actually the initiatives taken by the government, and we are taking the inclusive attitude to take all the government officers and people in a single umbrella. Now, technology. We are working technically, but we are compiling the technology towards the people in such a way that they should not understand what is technology. This is the way. We are compiling everything always. Solution architecture, we have developed national portal. Internally, with the technical guys, while we are working, we know enterprise architecture, we know solution architecture, we know different types of techy words. But when we are talking about towards the public, towards the people, we are explaining that public looking glass. What is public looking glass? People can see them. The national portal, it includes 43,000 government offices, that includes 2 million plus different types of contents. It has access window for more than 200 government services, government to citizen services. Citizen can get access to different types of government services using this national portal. 50,000 plus educational contents are there. They can download that. Well-structured e-learning mechanism is also there inside that. And teachers and students, they can also connect it through this national portal. And this is the umbrella basically, and this is the access window for international community as well to know Bangladesh. And this could be done actually with the help of different types of saturated websites. Rather than doing that, we made it in such a way that it could be a single umbrella to become a portrait for Bangladesh, for international banner to know Bangladesh, not only a national port, not only a website, but also the banner of Bangladesh, and to be an access door for citizen of Bangladesh. Thus, this has become the single access door to get access to all government services of Bangladesh. Thus, this enterprise architecture has become the popular one right now in Bangladesh, and thanks to Open Group for awarding this enterprise architecture in this event. Now the impact, we always trust on impact. Only the the UX, UI, we actually there are so many technical words we always practice, but what is the impact? Why the national portal is popular? What is the outcome of this national portal? Three terms actually we generally use. Number one is T, number two is C, last one is B. T stands for TCB, time, cost, and visit. Time stands for service processing time. That is how much time is required to process a service. Cost, service processing cost. How much cost is required for process a service. The last one, how much time a citizen should visit our office or a point to receive a service. If the cost is reduced, if the number of visits is reduced, if the time is reduced, then we can say that yes, there is a positive impact. If the national portal has that type of impact, then we can say that yes, this national portal is better. And thus, we have monitored the impact of national portal, and we have seen that yes, it has that type of positive impact in citizens' lives. And this engine, using this engine, we have found already that type of positive impact, and thus this has become popular in Bangladesh. And let us see just 1 minute video to understand how this national portal has become popular in Bangladesh. Just 1 minute video, please. Thank you. The technology, very simple. We always use open source. We are vendor neutral, totally, and we always trust on reusability, component based, and modularity. We trust that we'll build once and we'll use repeatedly. This is the motto in our technology development and innovation, and we are cost effective, but we are not miser at all, but we are cost effective. This is our trending to develop innovative solution, and we want to see all of our citizens as system analysts, all of our government officers as system analysts. They will develop their solution, but they all will not be the programmer, but all of our citizens will be the system analysts, all of our government officers will be system analysts. This is our understanding. Second one, office information and service framework. This is the another one. Actually, the traditional filing system. Earlier, developing software for processing files. This is completely traditional to us. Just develop a software to process filing, or traditional document management software. This is completely traditional to us. But what we thought that if we combine the total file processing mechanism to support the decision mechanism, that will be something innovative. And if we could structure this decision mechanism that with some business intelligence, with some information intelligence, that would support some decision mechanism to the government to take some intelligent decision to support actually public operation. And thus, from that understanding, we started working on an architectural model for the government. And initially, what we did one software solution built on that architecture, which is called electronic filing. And this has already ruled out, and 15,498 officers, they have already processed more than 1 lakh files in last 2 quarters in 1,000 offices successfully. And right now it is ruling out, and we hope that within next 1 year we will cover around 18,000 offices throughout this country within a single umbrella. And thus we hope that we can empower our service. What is service empowerment? We generally call that we are efficiently enhancing our service efficiency. We are gradually empowering our services. Meaning that what we are thinking, we are engaging our citizens, and this engagement is subsidizing our service efficiency. And both these two is ultimately empowering our services. And thus, this architecture is definitely empowering our services. And this is basically piloted in around 1,000 offices, and right now 15,498 officers, they have successfully shown us that this is possible. And right now we are moving forward, and within next 1 year we are now confident we can do that in our all 18,000 offices throughout this country. Technology solution as it. We are using open source, we are vendor neutral, government is just facilitating the backbone, we are encouraging our private sectors to come forward to develop the front-end solutions, and government is facilitating the service bus only, the platform only, and private sectors, they are welcome to develop the front-end solutions always. Land, the old horse. Basically, the old horse, what is old horse? It's because we are providing a lot of food, but it's non-productive. Because British to India, India to Pakistan, Pakistan to Bagladesh, a long history. So the long bureaucracy, the land administration has become in Bangladesh old horse without any production. And ultimately, gradually it has become a heavyweight stone and almost difficult to move. We have been developed a lot of softwares. Government has been taking a lot of projects, investing a lot, but end of the day, no output. Because of what? The traditional record management system in land, the traditional plot management system in land, the traditional office management system in land require basically business process re-engineering. The another threatening word, business process re-engineering. The developing countries, the word engineering is always credited. That's why what we are thinking, we have changed this word. We are talking about business process engineering, but we are working about service process simplification. We have changed this one. Well, now what we are doing, we need service process simplification. Ultimately, business process engineering inland very much difficult because of policy complexity. I have just said British to India, India to Pakistan, Pakistan to Bangladesh. This policy complexity at the level that it is almost impossible to do within 2 years, 4 years, 5 years. It will take a couple of decades. So it is not a low-hanging fruit. That's why designing an architecture, designing an enterprise architecture for land is not an easy thing. I can design, but impossible, almost impossible to implement right now. So developing a thing, but without any implementation or output, will not actually add any significant value to national ICT grid end of the day. That's why understanding the current phenomena, we have concentrated in an alternative way. We have first concentrated in public access system mechanism. In this architecture, we first developed a service bus where people can get access to all land services, irrespective of online or offline services. We have identified the processes first, how many processes in land services are there, how many services basically are there to be rendered by government to the people. We have identified there are about 40 plus, around 50 government services to be there, to be rendered by the government to the people. And then we have started process modeling in land, irrespective of online or offline. And then we ensured that people can get access to the information of the particular services at least. If the people can have the information at least, they can at least know where to go, how much to pay. If this minimum information they have, they can at least get the minimum services from the government. This is the first one. So the architecture is necessarily not required to able to get the online services only. Offline services can also be there. Phase number 2, the online services, say 30% is online, 70% is offline. Gradually, within the next 5 years, we will be able to render fully online services. Thus, the phase by phase, the system will be 100% online. The major options will be there. The architecture is called Land Information and Service Framework. The first one is service registration. There can have so many services in land. Any software company can develop any services complying the standards defined by this architectural mechanism. And then there can have data exchange or extract, transform and load mechanism, because there will be so many independent modules developed by different software companies under this architectural standard. There can have some exchange mechanism among these modules, and there will have one land portal, the central access mechanism for all the people and government officers, then single sign-on mechanism, and the last one is open government data, to publish some open data for the people. These are the major components, and the right side, this is the screenshot of the central access point of the land architecture. These are the major components. That is the left side. This is the repositories of the architecture data repositories. The middle one, this is the sub repositories of the services. The right one, this is the services to be rendered by the architecture. The top right one, these are the portals, what I have just said, to get the access to the architecture by the people and the government officers. This is the old house, but we are trying to move it. And we have populated initially by 25 million plus land records with maps we have done already. 1 million plus geographical plot information already been inserted over there. 30 plus government to citizens land services online has already been populated inside this database, and this application system has been developed already. But initially, we piloted in one district only. Gradually, by next 5 years, we will be rolling out throughout this country. Single access window for the citizen has been developed, and we have piloted in one district only. To ensure the success throughout this government, what we are encouraging right now, the innovation. We are continuously encouraging innovation in the DNA of this government by different types of events, by promoting different types of incentives within the government, so that what I have just said, we want to see all the government officers around 1.5, 1.6 million government officers to be the system analysts of this information technology ecosystem of this government. To do that, we want to see all the government officers and innovators, and that's why we are moving forward with the innovating approach to inside the government ecosystem. Open government data. Recently, the government of Bangladesh has initiated another initiative which is called Open Government Data. We charge that as we have so many potential data sources, if we identify some potential data to be open for all, so that they can be used to generate some extra revenue, to encourage some private entrepreneurship, and to ensure right to data for the people, that would add significant value to information technology highway for the Bangladesh, for the Bangladesh government. And we believe that open data, and as we have right to information act in place, these two will combinedly ensure right to data for the people. And for that reason, the technology platform has already been developed, and gradually we are going to form the ecosystem of open government data, and we are gradually forming the community, international community, day by day. And the strategy for this open government data has already been developed. We have already initiated another product which is called SDG Tracker, to track our parameters of sustainable development goals. The technology platform is already developed, and our ongoing manual intervention also include. We have started our technology platform, developed technology platform for judiciary as well. Our judiciary information service framework. Another enterprise architecture have started already, and we hope to develop this information technology architecture by next 1 year. And thank you very much, and special thanks to Open Group for awarding Bangladesh for 3 information technology enterprise architecture. And thank you very much for your patience to see the Bangladesh information and presentation. Thank you very much.